Hello class 8th, I am here with the poem, the very first poem of your book Honeydew. Name of the poem is The Ant and the Cricket. Okay, some notes in the beginning have been given by the poet. The notes say, a fable is a story. A fable is a story often with animals as characters that conveys a moral. The definition of the word fable is given here. What is a fable? Fable is a story, and this story is having animals as characters, and it also gives a moral. This poem about an ant and a cricket contains an idea of far-reaching significance. Means this poem is about an ant and a cricket, and the idea which is being conveyed by the poet is very important, is of vital importance for all of us, which is as true of a four-legged cricket as of a two-legged one. He wants to say that if this idea is true about the four-legged cricket, then it also is applicable on the two-legged one. Surely you have seen a cricket that has two legs. The boy here is telling, he wants to say that you might be knowing who is a two-legged cricket. Actually, four-legged cricket is that insect cricket, okay, which about which the poem is. And who is two-legged? You might have understood. He is here referring to the human beings who are two-legged. And why human beings are called cricket? Because those who are lazy kind of people, they are two-legged cricket. This poem actually is about those lazy people who do not work in time, who do not save the things for the hard times in time. They have to repent at the later stage. It is about those who shirk work. It is about those who put off their work till tomorrow. Okay, how is it? Let's see in the poem. What is given in the poem? A silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. It's a story, it's a fable about a silly, a foolish young cricket who was accustomed to, means who was in the habit of, habitual to, who was in the habit of singing through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring. Gay means full of happiness, sunny means full of sun, warm means you can understand warmth. Okay, so this young cricket, he was in the habit of singing, and he kept on singing through the happy months of summer and spring season, which are known for their warmth and sun. Okay, summer season, as it has set in now, you can feel that it is too warm and the days are very sunny. So he he wasted his time in singing the time of summer and spring season, and began to complain. Then when the winter season came, okay, when the winter season came, he started complaining when he found that his cupboard was empty at his home. Means there was nothing to eat in his cupboard, and then he started complaining in the months of winter. What does he say? Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on the tree. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? Now he sees that the ground is covered with snow and not a crumb to be found. Crumb is a piece of bread. Means he found not even a single piece of bread in his almirah, in his cupboard, and the snow was there all around on the ground, and he could not find even a flower or even a leaf on any of the trees to eat. Then he realized what will happen to me now? What will become of me now? I am not having anything to eat. Then he waited. Okay, then he waited. He thought that I should pass the time, the days will change and I will get something to eat. But nothing such happened. And at last, why starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off, a miserly ant to see off, to keep him alive, he would grant. At last, when he found that he is going to die of starvation. Starvation means hunger. At last, by starvation and famine. Famine is a period of extreme shortage of food. Okay, a period of extreme shortage of food. At last, when he realized that he is going to die of hunger and it is the period of famine and he is not going to get anything to eat, then he collected some strength. He was made some bold. He became a little bold and he had to beg it from someone. That is why it has been written made bold. He had to be so courageous to ask for begging. So all dripping with wet. Dripping, drops of liquid, and wet, moistured, means he had to come out of his home and go out in the snow-covered ground and winter season. So he was dripping with wet and he was trembling with cold. He was shivering with cold because it was winter season. There was snow all around. That is why he was dripping with wet and he was trembling. He was shivering with cold, and he set off to a miserly ant. Okay, set off means begin a journey to. He started his journey to a miserly ant. Miserly is the one who does not like to spend. Conjuice, miserly ant. So he started his journey towards an ant to get something, to borrow something from it. to see if to keep him alive he would grant him shelter from rain and mouthful of grain he wished only to borrow. He would repay it tomorrow. So he started his journey towards the home of the ants to see whether they would help him, they would give him some shelter from rain. It means he was not having a proper home, okay, or clothes to wear. So to keep him alive, whether they would help him, they would grant him some shelter from rain, or they would give him mouthful of grain to eat, and he wished to borrow. Actually, he wanted to borrow it from them. Borrow is to take something from somebody temporarily, expecting to return it. He just wanted to return it, so he wanted to borrow these things from them. He would repay it tomorrow, and with the promise that he would return it in the days to come. Tomorrow means in the days to come. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. If they didn't help him, then he will surely die of hunger and he will die of unhappiness, means sorrow. Then let's see what happens. What is the response of the ants? You can see he has reached near the homes, ant hills. Okay, homes of ants, that is ant hill. You can see he is talking to them. Now, what did he say and what was their answer? Let's see. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. Dear cricket, we are your servants, we are your friend. But we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But it is our tradition. It is our custom. We are not in the habit of borrowing the things from others or giving the things to others. We neither borrow, we never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Okay, did you lay nothing by? Lay nothing by means saved nothing. So they asked him a question, dear cricket, did you save nothing when the weather was warm? Means during the seasons of spring and summer, did you save nothing? Quoth the cricket, not I. Quoth means said means quoted. Quoted the cricket, said the cricket, not I. Means I did not save anything for me for this season of winter. Okay. Next he says, my heart was so light that I sang day and night. I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say, go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. He says, I did not save anything for the winter because my heart was so light, means I was in the mood of merrymaking. So I sang day and night. Okay, he says during this summer and spring, because my mood was of merrymaking, so day in and day out I kept on singing and I saved nothing. For the nature looked gay. At that time the nature was very pleasant, it was very beautiful, and I kept on singing and singing. Now the ant says, you sang, sir, you sang. You say, as you said, you sang during spring and summer season. Go then and dance the winter away. And now it is a winter season. Winter season has already set in, and you should now dance. Means you should spend the time by dancing during this season. So this was the answer of the ants. So here the ants did not help him out. Okay, and he had to return empty-handed. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Thus at the end, in the ending, he means ant. Hastily mean hurriedly, in a hurry. Lifted the wicket. Wicket, dear students, it is a small door or gate. Means they closed their shutters. They closed their doors and they threw out of the door, turned the poor little cricket. Means they threw the little cricket out of their homes. Okay, out of their door, turned the poor little cricket. He was sent back without giving anything. Okay, and he had to then repent. Now here the poet is trying to give the reference of the two-legged cricket. He says, fox, the poet here is correlating. Okay, fox called this a fable. I will warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Fox mean people. People oftenly call it a fable, call it a animal story, but the poet is saying here, I will warrant it true. Warrant means certify. I certify that this is true about human beings too. Because some crickets have 4 legs. The cricket we were talking in the poem, such crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. But there are other crickets who have only 2 legs and they are also in the same habit, and they are the human beings who never do their work well in time, and at the later stage they have to repent. Okay, so we should do our work in time so that we have not to face any difficulty in our lives. This was the message of the poet. This poem has been adopted from Aesop's fables. Okay, now let's talk about, here are the certain word meanings given. You can note them down, as well as I have also given you word meanings through my lecture. You have to note them down in your notebook. Now about the exercise questions of this poem, you have to write down the answers of these questions. The first question is, the cricket says, oh, what will become of me? When does he say it and why? You know, when he finds his cupboard very empty and he was not having anything to eat, then he says these words. Because the winter has set in and the ground was full of snow and there was nothing to eat. Find in the poem the lines that mean the same as neither a borer nor borrower, neither a borer nor a lender be. Shakespeare's line these are. Can you find such lines in the poem? Yes, they were ants. They were spoken by the ants. They had said, we ants neither borrow nor we lend. What is your opinion of ants principles? What do you think, whether it was the good principle on the behalf of the ants? You have to write an answer. The ant tells the cricket to dance the winter away. Do you think the word dance is appropriate here? If so, why? Question number 4. Which lines in the poem express the poet's comment? Read them aloud and then write the comment in your own words. If you know a fable in your own language, narrate it to your classmates. Okay, it is classwork, but the rest of the questions you have to answer. Okay, I wish you good luck and I hope you might have understood the poem. If you find any difficulty, you may call me, and I wish you good luck. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside, follow the instructions of your teachers, your parents and elders, and keep doing your work. If you find any problem, call me. It was your teacher, Narinder Kumar, PZ English, Kendriya Vidyalaya, Naleti. Have a good day. Bye-bye.